Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXOL Central California. Friday, 16th day of June, 2023. I'm Carroll in the newsroom, Gene. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
Well, I don't know if you heard. We just heard from the Beatles, of course.
Yes.
Paul McCartney is using artificial intelligence, AI, to produce a lost Beatles tune.
Okay.
So not only will you get to hear John Lennon's voice again, but, you know, when you play it backwards, it'll charge your Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? I make coffee.
As long as Yoko isn't involved, I'm on.
Yeah. Well, she's still learning how to tune her instrument.
Yes. Why bother? Yeah.
Many people have said that.
Yeah. Pick a key, any key, right?
Yeah, that's right. And move right on down the road. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And if you feel like changing in the middle, go ahead. Well, yesterday we read today's birthday, so today
we'll read yesterday.
We will do that, yes. So are you ready for the big shot birthdays?
When you do it that way, absolutely.
Okie dokie. Singer Ruby Nash Garnett. Ruby of Ruby and the Romantics.
Yeah.
She is 89 years old today. And let's see, our day will come someday. Guitarist Leo Nocentelli of The Meters, 77. Actor Simon Callow is 74. Singer Russell Hitchcock of Air Supply, 74. Steve Walsh of Kansas, 72. Well, he's in the group Kansas. Actor Jim Belushi, 69. Actor Julie Haggerty is 68. Actor Polly Draper, 68. Brad Gillis of Night Ranger is 66. Actor Eileen Davidson, 64. Actor Helen Hunt, 60. Actor Courtney Cox, 59. Ice Cube is 54. Actor Leah Remini is 53. Actor Jake Busey, 52. Actor Neil Patrick Harris. Doogie Howser is 50. Actor Elizabeth Reeser, 48. Actor Jordi Villasoso is 42. He's just a so-so actor. Actor Denzel Whitaker, 33. Actor Sterling Gerrans is 19. Local birthdays coming up.
My name is Josephine Conway, and I'm an Imperial Valley Food Bank board member. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially among those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Beverly Brianne Rodriguez, Ralph Osuna, Jennifer Robinson, Nellie Popejoy, Cassie Gilbert, Sharon McDowell, Ashley Conan, Matilda Ledbetter, Diana Navarez, Gloria Diaz, Ramon Ambrosia, Randy Lackey, Sonia Beltran, and Jill Tucker. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay. Let's see. Are you ready for a dad joke? Of course, Sunday, Father's Day, right?
Yes, and the disclaimer is he didn't say a bad joke. He said a dad joke.
It's a dad joke. Okay.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Why do seagulls fly over the ocean?
Because they like to. I don't know.
Why do seagulls fly over the ocean? Because if they flew over the bay, we'd call them bagels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be anywhere underneath when they're flying.
Either a seagull or a bagel, right?
Yeah, either one.
Okay. So you got plans for Father's Day?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not your day to make plans.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I really don't. I mean, and it's fine. We've celebrated Mother's Day, and that's really important.
Yeah, that's a big day.
Big day. So
yeah.
We'll give you, they can make believe that they're going to celebrate all over again today.
Sure.
Moms.
Yeah. Oh, well. I think hopefully I'll be able to FaceTime with Amy and Tim and the grandkids in Omaha And we'll talk to Sarah and Dan in Portland and just have a nice, quiet Father's Day.
Yeah, so now don't make too much noise in the neighborhood because you've already promised,
Well,
nice, quiet.
Yeah, with my across-the-street neighbor, I'm the shy, retiring, quiet one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pata Pelletegi can always be counted.
I saw him this morning.
Heading to the golf course, no doubt.
I don't know. Is that his haunt where he likes to go?
You want to find Pata Pelletegi, just go to the golf course.
All right. I know he liked to play golf. I didn't know he liked that much. But
Well, hey, when you're retired, that's what you do.
play golf?
I guess. Either that or sit at home and watch, the daytime soap operas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you could, at night, before it gets completely dark, you could count mosquitoes. That's a new sport.
Yeah, well, you could do that too. Or, buy one of those bug zappers and just sit on the patio watching the bug zapper work.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's kind of like your own personal fireworks show.
Yeah. Yeah. And, if I got one of those bug zappers, I'd probably amp it up so it was putting out like 10,000 volts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
How about
boy.
a salt gun to
Yeah.
shoot flies?
I think Binford makes one of them from Tool Time.
Oh, really? Well, we'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
I thought somebody was kidding me until I realized they were serious. There's such a thing as a salt gun.
Yes. Yeah.
And they really do shoot flies with them.
They do. Okay, you got to have a steady eye.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Are you ready for news?
News coming up. Promise.
Right now, it's a look at world and California news headlines, and it is brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. It's going to be warm this weekend. Make sure that AC is working right. Talk to Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. 4 deaths are now confirmed after severe storms spawned tornadoes across parts of the South and Midwest. Jason Tarrin lives in an apartment in Lawton, Oklahoma.
I've been here less than 24 hours. I ran inside, got my dog, went to the bathtub, and we waited it out.
3 people killed in the Texas Panhandle city of Perryton. Iowa State Supreme Court's just voted 3-3 not to reinstate Governor Kim Reynolds' strict ban on abortions. For now, the procedure in Iowa will be allowed up to 20 weeks of pregnancy. A suspected Russia-based cyber gangs blamed for a hack attack on government agencies, universities, and airlines around the world. Ann Neuberger, Deputy National Security Advisor for Cyber and Emergency Technology.
This criminal group has started to put the data that they extorted out on the dark web because they're trying to get companies to pay for it.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
Headline news, state officials continue to threaten legal action against Texas Governor Greg Abbott for busing several dozen asylum-seeking migrants to Los Angeles this week. Attorney General Rob Bonta says Abbott tweeted about the bus just as it was pulling into LA's Union Station.
Let's call it what it is, a political stunt that used people, human beings, cruelly, inhumanely as pawns. And we are investigating.
Bonta calling the act morally bankrupt. Abbott arguing LA should take the migrants because local leaders there have declared LA a sanctuary city. The governor of Nevada signs legislation that helps fund a new stadium for the A's baseball team in Las Vegas. Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred says he feels for Oakland fans, but says the city did little to keep the team.
There is no Oakland offer Okay, I mean, they never got to the point where they had a plan to build a stadium at any site.
Oakland Mayor Sheng Thao begs to differ, saying the city offered numerous proposals, but says team ownership tried blocking them at every turn. State lawmakers approve a state budget bill. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. They are your year-round comfort specialists.
If your Medi-Cal is ending, Cover California is here to help. Cover California is a service from the state that helps you get affordable health insurance. In many cases, at no cost to you, just like with Medi-Cal. We have quality health plans and will help you every step of the way to get the one that works for you and your family. So, if you're no longer eligible for Medi-Cal, check out Cover California. We'll keep you covered. Learn more at coveredca.com.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time, as in spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one of service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the Valley, at the Imperial Valley Mall, in the Brawley Auto Center, and at El Centro Motors.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Friday morning, COVID-19 has a update with good news and bad news. Here's George Gale.
New COVID numbers were released Thursday morning. The numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. According to the new numbers, there are currently 29 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. That is the good news. Bad news is there have been 2 more fatalities attributed to the virus. There are currently 983 deaths attributed to COVID-19. State tier metrics for COVID-19 in Imperial County are unchanged. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A traffic stop leads to arrest. An El Centro traffic stop ended with a woman going to jail. An El Centro police officer stopped the vehicle in the 300 block of Lynn Ray at about 2:30 Thursday afternoon. The driver gave consent to search the vehicle, and a CHP drug-sniffing canine alerted to the vehicle. The vehicle was then towed to the Calexico Port of Entry and scanned, which led to the discovery of drugs. The driver, a 43-year-old woman, was arrested and booked at Imperial County Jail on several drug-related charges. KXO News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
In other local news, Assemblyman Eduardo Garcia and cohorts, they hold a press conference. Here's more on that story.
It was held Wednesday. Garcia and a coalition of Assembly members representing diverse regions across the state held the press conference to mobilize support for AB 1567. The bill is the California Climate Resilience Bond. Garcia said as the legislature moves to approve a state budget in the face of a deficit, passing a climate bond has become all the more urgent to uphold resource commitments and accelerate a climate crisis action plan. The bill provides over $15.9 billion in proven strategies and equity-focused investments to protect California communities. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the Valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
In America, the future belongs to everyone, so we engineered the truck of the future for everyone. Ford F-150. Available with a Pro-Power onboard generator and a variety of cab configurations for whatever you need to haul. Because the truck of the future isn't created for just a few. It's for America. Ford F-150. Drive one today. Come in now for a huge selection of vehicles like the 2022 Ford F-150 for 0% limited term financing. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford Credit limited term financing. Down payment may vary depending on credit. Not available on Ford F-150 Lightning, F-150 Tremor, and F-150 Raptor models. Place a new retail order or take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer's stock by 7/5/23. See dealer for residency restrictions, qualifications, and details.
All offers valid at your Imperial County Ford dealer. And it's page 2 of the local news with weather, served by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials and the dinner menu that features 16 different entrees. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
Continuing with more local news, a fire in downtown Brawley. George Gale has the story.
It was reported next to the Inferno Night Spot. It is a vacant building, but had restaurant equipment stored inside. Report is the fire destroyed all the equipment. A Brawley fire had mutual aid from the departments of Calipatria Prison, and Imperial Fire. Crews were able to keep the fire in the vacant building. Smoke, however, did seep through the wall and infiltrate the Inferno building. They were closed to clear the smoke for a bit, but no damage was reported. No injuries was reported either. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Interstate 8 construction to close eastbound and westbound lanes of Colorado River Bridge this next week. On Monday, June 19th and Tuesday, June 20th, Caltrans construction crews will close all lanes eastbound and westbound of Interstate 8 from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. to continue nighttime work to improve and enhance safety on the Colorado River Bridge near Yuma, Arizona. On Tuesday, June 20th, beginning at 5 a.m., daytime travel on eastbound I-8 will be restricted to one lane for 24 hours. Additionally, beginning at 5 a.m. on Tuesday, June 20th, westbound travel on I-8 will be reduced to one lane continuously on the bridge 24 hours a day, 7 days a week through Tuesday, July the 8th. I'm sorry, July the 11th. And finally, a regional mixer. You're invited to join the celebration to celebrate the outgoing presidency of Anne Irigoyen. She'll be the special guest. It's a beach bash party, and you can compete to see who is best dressed for the occasion. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. The menu is full of outstanding entrees. Yes, there's something for everyone at Kxo Sushi, including for the kids. Kxo Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls. They're named after our 50 states. And there's fresh sushi and sashimi, plus beer, wine, and sake. And oh, I forgot to mention, they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Kxo Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4440 for your takeout.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says dry weather with temperatures hovering near normal is expected through at least the first half of next week. Temperatures will peak on Saturday and Sunday with highs anywhere from 104 to 108 before dropping back closer to 100 to 104 degrees for early next week. Breezy to locally windy conditions are expected today and again area-wide on Sunday and Monday. 100 degrees our high yesterday, 73 the overnight low. Wind gusts peaked at 28 miles an hour. It will be sunny today with a high near 100, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 75, west wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Saturday, sunny with a high near 106, southwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday, sunny with a high near 104, west-southwest wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles an hour in the afternoon, with gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. 82 degrees, 37% relative humidity, wind out of the north-northwest 7 to 10 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, served by Kxo Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food. They specialize in sushi rolls. There are 50 different varieties of sushi rolls, one for every state. Let Freedom Ring. KXO AM 1230 presents Let Freedom Ring.
Happy Independence Day.
As we celebrate Independence Day.
Happy birthday, America.
With 6 hours of music, stories, history, and special features. Let Freedom Ring on AM 1230, Sunday, July 2nd from noon till 6 p.m. with an encore performance on Tuesday, July 4th from 4 till 10 p.m. Let Freedom Ring is made possible by these fine sponsors.
The Wingate Company, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal, and La Fonda Bar and Grill.
It's America's birthday. Celebrate with us and let freedom ring. It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Ricky Fowler was 2 holes away from finishing one of the best rounds in U.S. Open history yesterday when he pushed his tee shot on the par 5/8 hole right. His ball had found its way onto one of Los Angeles Country Club Sandy Barranca's, but somehow in between a tree and a bridge, Fowler had a window. He didn't want to overthink the shot, but his subsequent approach left him 13 feet from an improbable birdie. Then he sank it for a U.S. Open record 62. Fowler, Xander Schauffele, each shoot a 62 to set that U.S. Open record. Schauffele is leading. It is, Schauffele and Fowler are both leading. And Johnson and Clark are right behind them. We'll have updates throughout the day on the U.S. Open.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Major League Baseball, the Guardians held on, beat the Padres 8-6. Meanwhile, the Angels topped the Rangers 5-3. Orioles over the Blue Jays 4-2. Rays nipped the Athletics 4-3. Phillies edged the Diamondbacks 5-4. Tigers topped the Twins 8-4. Braves beat the Rockies 8-3. Cubs clubbed the Pirates 7-2. And it went 10 innings before the Nationals beat the Astros 4-1. The White Sox and the Dodgers went 11 before the Dodgers prevailed 5-4. During the Angels game, Shohei Ohtani got the win and his 22nd home run. The U.S. men's national team's 3-0 win over Mexico in the CONCACAF Nations League semifinal yesterday was halted before the completion of second-half stoppage time by the referee amid anti-gay chanting. Referee Ivan Barton, who had already handed out 4 red cards in the game, paused the game in the 89th minute due to anti-gay chanting heard from the crowd at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. And Golden State Warriors executive Mike Dunleavy Jr. has agreed to a deal to become the franchise's new general manager. Dunleavy is elevating from vice president of basketball operations and will replace former president and GM Bob Myers, who recently stepped down after 11 seasons and 4 championships. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information.
We mark every inch that our kids grow.
Whoa, look how tall you're getting.
And watch them outgrow, well, everything.
This shirt is way too small.
But there's something else that can grow that we don't see. It's what doctors call toxic stress. It's how a child's body responds to difficult experiences, from harsh language to a painful loss. There are steps parents can take to help. Learn 4 things you can do to overcome toxic stress at first5california.com.
And right now, we've got to look at financial news with a brief look at weather. All brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Bud Light's parent company, Anheuser-Busch, has laid out a plan to appease beer distributors affected by 2 months of plunging sales, sparked by an ongoing customer boycott. The company said they plan to provide financial assistance to its wholesalers, reimbursed fuel for distributors' trucks, and launch a new ad campaign for Bud Light next week. Anheuser-Busch CEO Brendan Whitworth wrote in a letter yesterday, "We recognize that over the last 2 months, the discussion surrounding our company and Bud Light has moved away from beer, and this has impacted our consumers, our business partners, and our employees," Whitworth said. "As we move forward, we will focus on what we do best, brewing great beer and earning our place in moments that matter to you." And Archwell Audio, the company of Prince Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, has announced the end of a multi-year partnership with Spotify. A joint statement issued today. Spotify and Archwell Audio have mutually agreed to part ways. They're proud of the series we made together, according to the statement. The Sussexes were among Spotify's most notable audio personalities, having announced an exclusive partnership with the service in December of 2020. And the announcement comes just 2 weeks after Spotify said it had cut 200 jobs within its podcast unit, amounting to 2% of the audio streaming company's global workforce, in a strategic realignment. On the big board right now, kind of mixed. The Dow is up 63 points, S&P 500 up 9, the NASDAQ off 4, gold down $1.20 an ounce, and oil up 30 cents a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
And let's take a look at weather. We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 100, west wind 5 to... Okay, I didn't mean to interrupt me. Sunny today with a high near 100, west winds 5 to 10. Clear tonight with a low around 75, west winds 10 to 15, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. And tomorrow sunny with a high near 106, southwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. And right now we have 83 degrees, 37% relative humidity, wind out of the west-northwest 7 to 10 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley.
CBS News is next, brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. There's been a setback for Republicans in one state in the push to limit or ban abortion. CBS's Jim Krasula.
In a 3-3 split, the Iowa Supreme Court has refused a bid by Republican Governor Kim Reynolds to reinstate Iowa's strict ban on most abortions. The decision upholds a 2019 district court ruling that blocked the law. Abortions are allowed in Iowa up to 20 weeks of pregnancy.
Attorney General Merrick Garland is set to reveal results of an investigation into the Minneapolis Police Department after the killing of George Floyd. WCCO TV reporter David Schumann.
Garland is expected to announce a consent decree, a legally binding order that would essentially have the Minneapolis Police Department answering to the Department of Justice. Community members here who were involved in the investigation see a consent decree as a significant step toward police accountability and a change of culture.
At least 3 deaths reported in the Texas Panhandle after a tornado tore through last night. Tornado destruction in Lawton, Oklahoma, includes the apartment Jason Tarrin had just moved into.
I've been here less than 24 hours. I ran inside, got my dog, went to the bathtub, and we waited it out.
And at least 1 death blamed on a tornado reported in Florida's Panhandle. CBS's Catherine Herridge has more on the investigation into a cyber attack that hit some federal and state agencies and universities.
Officials believe a Russia-based cyber criminal gang known as Klop is likely behind the breach. Since last month, the extortion group gained access to sensitive and personal information through a file-sharing app called Move It.
The 2 Democratic lawmakers in Tennessee who were expelled from the State House for protesting inaction on gun violence have won special primary elections for their seats. They were reappointed soon after. Overseas, at an economic forum in St. Petersburg, Russia, Vladimir Putin called for Western companies to return to the country. Defections were triggered by Russia's invasion of Ukraine. On the Health Watch, CBS's Michael George tells us there's evidence breastfeeding may be beneficial for more than just the child.
Breastfeeding may help mothers avoid type 2 diabetes. In tests on mice, researchers at Yale found breastfeeding can improve the number of insulin-producing cells in the pancreas and increase insulin sensitivity in mothers, which can protect them against type 2 diabetes later in life.
Prince Harry and wife Meghan are cutting ties with Spotify. That decision is said to be mutual. Their podcast last year with Serena Williams and others was a very big hit. Wall Street, right now the Dow is up 23 points. The S&P is up 4. This is CBS News.
Need hires who dazzle without the hassle? You need Indeed. Their powerful platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. The crazy thing is, this never ends. Even when you die, your family's now going to be stuck with this burden. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now, If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. Call 800-885-3663. That's 800-885-3663. 800-885-3663.
A performer gets recognition for the behind-the-scenes work that made her songs come alive.
Gloria Estefan made history in New York, becoming the first Hispanic woman to be inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
It's very close to my heart. What can I tell you? That's what I am in my core, and that's what saved me throughout my life. It is a very special one for me.
The 65-year-old was accompanied by her husband and musical partner, Emilio Estefan, their 11-year-old grandchild, and several other relatives. Gloria says she's thrilled to push the door open for more Latinas.
You gotta keep looking on to tomorrow.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred says it's unlikely robot umpires will be called up from the minors next season. He says more work is needed and a computerized strike zone has to be established. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
My name is Josephine Conway, and I'm an Imperial Valley Food Bank board member. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially among those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
CBS News presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I always have my music on.
With Carroll Buckley.
I can't go a day without it.
12:30.